Hello and welcome to Banking Exam Prep. Today we will do one more kind of exercise, error detection in a sentence. So let's read the instruction. Find out if there is any error, idiomatic or grammatical, in the sentence given below. If there is an error, it will be in one part of the sentence. Each part of the sentence has been labeled A, B, C, D. Choose the correct option to depict your answer. If there is no error, choose option E. I hope you have understood the instructions. A sentence is given which has been divided into 4 parts. You'll find after a few words there is A, then after a few words there is B. So it has been divided into 4 parts. And at the end, it is written no error and we have E option. So you have to read the sentence and you have to identify the error. You don't have to correct the error here, but you should know, that there is an error. So how do you know that there is an error? When you read it, you say, oh, this is wrong. And why is it wrong? You'll understand it. That's why you were able to identify the error. So here you just have to identify where is the error? Is it in the A part? Is it in the B part? C or D? So let's go through the sentences. We'll have about 5 sentences. So let's do the first one. Due to heavy rainfall in Mumbai, the government declared a holiday for all educational institutions in a city. If you read this carefully, and when you're reading, don't stop at A or B. Just read it, then only you will get the flow. So read the whole sentence, and when you read, you will understand that there is a mistake somewhere. Somewhere you get stuck. So if you read it again, due to heavy rainfall in Mumbai, the government declared a holiday for all educational institutions in a city. You know that there is an error. And if you know that there is an error, you can delete the last option which says no error. But there is an error. So E is gone. Now let us see A, B, C and D. So start again from the beginning. Due to heavy rainfall in. I think that's fine. So A part is okay. In Mumbai, the government declared. I think that's okay. So B is gone. A holiday for all educational. C is okay. Institutions in a city. Now here you can know that there is a mistake. Now what is the mistake? We are talking about a particular place, Mumbai. So when the government declares a holiday, it is for institutions in Mumbai, in that particular place. So when you use an article, you have to use the definite article. So when you say institutions in a city is very vague. It is an indefinite article. So instead of that, what do you have to say? Institutions in the city. So that is where the error comes. So let us see what happens now. The answer, you can see the way we have done it. Option C, that means the D part of the sentence. And I have of course explained the reason why there is a mistake there. The use of indefinite article is wrong. The definite article the should be used before the word city. So institutions in the city. So I hope that's clear. Let's move to the second sentence. The government has formulated a scheme which will help child living in rural areas to have free primary and secondary education. If you have read it carefully, you will know there is a mistake. So option D is out. Let's read the first part. The government has formulated. So that is fine. That means it has made a scheme. So A is okay. So we have to just delete that option. A scheme which will help child. Now when you read this, you will know that there's a mistake here. Because when the government formulates a scheme, it does not do so for a child. It does it for children. So what has happened here? The word child is singular. That is wrong. What should be used? The word should be plural form. So it should be children, will help children living in rural areas. So that is where the mistake is. So the mistake is in part B. Let's read C and D. Living in rural areas to have free. That is okay. Primary and secondary education is okay. So we have the mistake in the B part. So option is C. The explanation is given here. The word child, singular, is wrong. The plural form, children, should be used. Let's move on to the third sentence. She is going on a business trip with company officials to finalize an important project and will be back only after a week. Well, there is an obvious error. So, option E is deleted. Start with the A part. She is going on a business. That's okay. Business trip with company officials too. So B is okay. To finalize an important project. And obviously the error is here. Why? Because you are saying finalize an. An means an important means only one. An important projects, that is plural, so that's wrong. It should be singular. An important project. Or you should not have an at all. You should say finalize important projects. So you cannot have one singular article, and then put here, article is an, and then we have a noun which is plural. So the mistake is in part C. Will be back only after a week is fine. So D is okay. So now the error is in part C. So how do you do that? You choose option A. That means we are saying that the error is in part C. The explanation is given. The word projects, plural, is wrong. It should be project. Next sentence. With the increasing use of the internet by young and old alike, the danger of online exploitation in various forms had increased manifold. Well, there is a mistake here. A is deleted. With the increasing use of the, I think that's okay. So we delete A. Internet, of the internet by young and old alike. I think that's okay. The danger of online exploitation in, that's also fine. In various forms had increased manifold. Now, what is the error here? We are talking about with the increasing use of, that means in the present day, the use of the internet is increasing. We are talking about the present. By everybody, by young, old, all are using the internet. So the danger of online exploitation. Now when you say all this, what is the tense which has been used in the D part? Had increased, past perfect tense. So you can't say something about the present and use the past perfect tense. So that is why the mistake is there in the D part. So let us go to the answer now. The answer is option B, that means the D part of the sentence. The usage of had increased, past perfect tense, is wrong. The right usage is has increased, which is present perfect tense. So you have to note all these things, whether the mistake is in the article, in the tense, singular, plural. You have to identify the error. Okay, now one more sentence. The pandemic exerted tremendous pressure on the medical and public health systems of countries worldwide and made them aware of shortcomings in the medical sector. If you have not only read but also seen what is written there, you will know that there is an error. Because sometimes the pronunciation is the same, but there might be a mistake. So what's happened here now? Let's see part A. The pandemic exerted tremendous, I think that's okay, tremendous pressure on the medical and public health. That's okay. systems of countries worldwide and made. Now, when I read it down, systems of countries worldwide, it sounds good. But when you look at what is given there, you will find that countries, what has been written there? Country apostrophe S. Now that is wrong. It should not be countries like this. It should be plural form of country. So COUNTRIES. The plural form should be there, because when you put an apostrophe like this, it means, it is usually we use it to show ownership. Now here there is no question of ownership. We are saying that a lot of pressure on medical and public health systems of all the countries. So it is the plural form. So here now, so we go to the answer. The answer is option C, because the mistake is in the C part. And what is the error? So just to understand, the explanation is given here. The word countries, with apostrophe S, is incorrect. The correct word is countries, the plural form of country. So see the different kinds of errors which can come in sentences. You have to read the sentence. When you read the sentence, forget about A, B, C, just read it fully. So you will know, where you are getting stuck, and you will read that again and you will say, oh, here is the error. So, okay, fine. So you have, through this session, learned to identify different types of errors in sentences. And yes, you have also learned how to correct them. You can also check out our grammar sessions for competitive exams to clarify any doubts about any grammatical concept. Stay tuned for more prep and practice sessions and subscribe to TeachYaar.